Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. This is Amina, your survival guide in the Age of Aquarius. I hope you're doing well. This reading is for June the 9th, 2023. Remember, the energy can kind of flow in about 3 days either side of the reading, so this may have already occurred for you even. For some of you, it depends on your timeline. These readings are marked for Aquarius, but they're for the collective because we are in the Age of Aquarius. And all of you have Aquarius in your birth chart, some just more strongly than others. All right, so let's begin this reading with what this channel is about. It's about healing and reconnecting our heart chakras. And it's about what? The key of 528 hertz for the win. This key is amazing. This key is the key of miracles. This key is the key of me, green heart chakra energy. It reconnects the heart chakra. So those of us that have been running around without our heart chakras connected, because that's what they're trying to teach everybody, me, 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 me. Well, this key of me cures the me-me's. It's about not being egoic and not being a doormat. Service to self, service to others. Nope. We're going to walk right down that center line of the Kabbalistic tree in balance with grace, walking that tight wire. Because that's true ascension. And this key is what gets you there. This is very healing. It lowers cortisol, which is what makes us get fat. Many of us, heightened cortisol levels. Also, it lowers chronogrannion A, which is a marker in your saliva that is produced because of stress as well. It's also something they look for types of cancer, and it can also show up with various very debilitating autoimmune disorders. This key helps lower those, okay? So it's very healing. It also increases oxytocin, which is a drug hormone released by your body that makes you feel good, makes you feel balanced. And that also helps release testosterone in the brain, which relieves anxiety. Okay? So it helps with hormonal rebalancing. It also heals DNA. It's the key of miracles. Scientific proof that this key does that. We're exposed to a lot of negative frequency out there. A lot of it, including today's music. Okay? Today's music increases chronogrannion A. And everybody wonders why they're getting sick. And why we have basically what I call the zombie apocalypse of people running around disconnected from their heart chakras because they've been taught to be all about me. It's all about me, 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 me. No, it's about us. Aquarius and the age of Aquarius is about humanity. Us. We, not me. Okay? The key of me cures the memes and gets you in the focus center of humanity and what's important to humanity and healing all of us. Anyway, this magical key is available at Sacred Waves. There's a link in the description. It benefits this channel if you use that, and helps me continue my work with trying to heal you and, in turn, the entire planet. I want you to think about this. When you do what I call the Marian Method, there is a playlist that's titled The Marian Method. It tells you how to use this key to heal yourselves at a speedy rate, or at least fairly quickly. Depends how much damage has been done. It does take time. You need patience. But this key will help with your sleep and a lot of other things, especially if you take measures to protect yourself from negative energy. That means people, energy in general. That means protecting yourself from your own cell phone, from your computer, from your Wi-Fi, from the cell towers. That's negative energy too. Everything here is made of frequencies, and some are good and some are not so good. You must protect yourselves. One thing, this will help your sleep a bunch. And another thing that will help your sleep is using a pair of glasses that block blue light. Okay? They do have computer monitors now that have a blue light built in to block the blue light. And yeah, there's all kinds of things we can do to help our environment and get rid of negative frequencies. Okay? Anyway, there's a link to get your own 528 hertz and become one of the 144,000 that are going to sing a new song in front of the throne. If you guys, it's all about science and math. It's where the spiritual and the science collide, quite literally. Anyway, I begin this reading with this on all my readings. The reason I do that is because to help get you started on your healing path, if you only understood the frequency, the energy that comes from these forks, it's one thing to listen to it like pre-recorded, but to have one of these keys in your actual hands is a whole different ball game. Okay? It's different. It's a whole level different. Okay? Anyway, this channel is about healing you and the planet. Mind, body, and spirit. Okay? So we always start off because I want you to be able to really relax, get away from anything that's stressful. I mean, tell me the truth. Have you been to tarot readings and by the end you're super stressed out? It's happened to me. I want these readings to be something you can walk away from with an idea of what your day is going to be like, or a future day with the next, little time frame. Because this energy, like I said, kind of swings a few days. And I want you to feel relaxed and confident about how to move forward. Okay? And heal all at the same time. And so when you come here, I play the 528 hertz in the beginning of the readings so you can really just let go. Let go of all your stress, all your anxiety, everything that's got you bothered. So you can be right here, right now. Because really, in the end, all that matters is right here, right now. Not the past, not the future, right now. Okay? So let's get some 528 hertz in our lives. Get ready for this. And just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Start kind of moving those shoulders back and forth, your neck. Just kind of get all loosey-goosey and exhale all the toxicity. So you're inhaling this energy of 528 as I strike the fork. And you're exhaling all the toxicity and stress and anxiety and worries. Just get rid of it all and just be right here, right now. Okay? Here we go. Okay. Another one. Ready to breathe in? Here we go. And one more. Just relax. Let loose all those tense muscles up in your shoulders and your neck. Relax your face. So many people relax everything but their face. Think about that. Just relax your face. Because a lot of those tension headaches come from holding those muscles so tight. Stress, right? Okay. Now, just relax and take in the information. In the astrology, we have, of course, this delicate balance happening between the North and South Node and Pluto at 0 degrees, and they're squared. And directly across is Venus over in Leo. Now, this is tropically, and I look at both charts, Vedic and tropic. They both pertain. As above, so below. As within, so without. Ergo, both charts are correct, okay? For one reason or another. Anyway, there's this, this cross going on between, across the zodiac, between Pluto retrograde at the 0 degree mark between Aquarius and Capricorn. And he's retrograding back over to Capricorn. And we have till October 11th to get things lined up, because a lot of us have made some future plans. And they're near future, okay? We're not even exactly sure what it means when we get there exactly. We're just ready for something new, something different. And a lot of you have signed on to new jobs that have just graduated from college, or gotten some new thing going on, or a project that you're working on, or just some of you might move for health reasons. The list goes on and on. But there's a project, and you have a time frame you need to get this done in. And while Pluto's got his back turned and we're working on our missions moving forward, which is whatever your project or whatever that might be, generally it's something that feels like it's humanity-based. Working with communities and things like that. Some of you are healthcare workers, quite literally. The fact that we got the star card here tells me that many of you are healers of different capacities, or in healing and transitioning and trying to heal right now. That could be mentally, physically, or spiritually. Maybe all three at the same time. Many of you are doing all three. Anyway, it's part of the Ascension process, okay? Raising our vibrations. The 528 hertz reconnects the heart chakra to the right and left brain and creates that trio, that triangle, the upside down triangle, the divine feminine symbol, okay? It's really important to have that trio working in sync, okay? In balance. So, anyway, we've got that interesting part going on with our inner divine masculine, divine feminine, but also the external. So some of you may be in relationships. Some of you may be in a twin flame relationship. Some of you may just be in a soulmate relationship. It doesn't matter how you cut it. It is something that was meant to be and meant to happen because it's part of the program. It's written in the stars, quite literally, like a giant freaking DVD in the sky. It's a machine, okay? And these planets affect you, and the moon affects you, and everybody on the planet, literally, okay? Anyway, the moon has been in Aquarius. So those of you with Aquarius heavy in your charts, you probably were feeling maybe a little more emotional than usual, um, possibly. And it's moving into Pisces. Well, let's take a look at the moon. So in Aquarius, that's your calf, your ankle, your shin, and your Achilles heel. Okay, your heel area. In Pisces, we're looking at the feet and the toes and the pineal gland. Also, we're in the waning moon, which means everything's A-okay for dental work, procedures to be done, things like that. It's good timing for that, as long as it's not in the calf, ankle, shin, or Achilles. Okay, everything else is great. Then I took a look at the Sabian symbol, and it feels like we're looking something up. It's like some old, something old, like from the past, and we're needing to look it up for some reason. What that could be, I'm not sure. I have a feeling that it's, I don't know. It feels like kind of like you're going into uncharted territory and you need to look something up about that territory. So it could literally be about a move, looking into um, what's that going to cost? What are the city ordinances where you're moving? You know, is there, because there's a lot of things you really need to consider when you're moving somewhere. A lot. You really need to do your homework. And I mean, things like mining in your area. What type of mining is it? Because that can affect your health. You need to look at where are all the radio towers at, including cell towers. How are they located? Because you could move into an alignment with one. That's what I did by accident. Yeah, it affected my health quite a bit. Anyway, just different things you need to look up and really get a lay of the land, including laws, bylaws, whether it's an HOA, blah, blah, blah. What kind of water do they have there? There's websites for looking up water quality that's been run on every place in the US anyway. Hopefully you have something like that where you live too if you're in a different country. There's so much to consider, okay? So really look at all those things and really look it up, okay? This also feels like the energy of, it's something that we wanna learn about for sure. So it could be, like I said, it's something from the past, excuse me, something archaic. It could even be looking at or looking up even astrology and things like that, your birth charts. Come to think of it, that just popped in my head. Okay. So maybe they want you to get a better understanding of your birth charts and look at both the tropical and the Vedic birth charts, okay? Because they both do pertain, okay? Anyway, let's get into these cards. Our first card is One Ring Circus. Now it's interesting because, and we got Spirit of Place here too. Spirit of place. Now remember, we had the gal balancing the earth, and she had like a beautiful, almost peacock-like skirt on. And she's got the earth balanced, and she was reaching for some leaves. And here it looks like we've zoomed in, and she's reached those leaves, those little bits, those tidbits she was reaching for. Here, remember she was on an island too. I wonder if I could pull that card up real quick. For those of you that might have missed that reading, yes, here it is actually. Huh. All right. See how she's on a cliff? Like a little island sticking up? And see those leaves she's trying to reach for? Well, here she's reached them. Okay. So this could be reaching out to community, things like that, and really it feels very grounding energy. A lot of you probably feel like you're lone man out sitting on an island, because a lot of you have cleared negative people from your energy, and some of you had nothing but that surrounding you. So you're healing from that. So a lot of you may feel like you're kind of in an island all of your own. But there is community, and it's the spirit in which that community can be. And because of it saying spirit, that's very much air, and we have the star, which is Aquarius. It's very much like it's in the air. So that could be communications via cell phone or computer, internet, etc. But really reaching those that are out on islands. That's the way this feels. But we'll read from the book as well, okay? And healing. This card represents the Marian method. This is stepping into that salt bath and healing ourselves. Okay, making that move, making that step. Okay. It's also like dipping the toe into the water to check the temperature. So for those of you that are moving, that's the checking out where you're relocating and getting more info. Okay. So it just depends on your situation, how that story plays out. But there's several stories going on just from those cards. All right. First card, 15, breaks down to a 6. And interestingly, we have a 6. The 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, was the bookmark for this card. Okay. Moving. So many of you moving or traveling. And it's a 6. 2 6s. You are capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and you have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. And for those that need to hear it in the reverse, if you think that the sun won't rise without you, then it's time to change. Perhaps you believe no one will be there to help you, or you expect that you have to do all the work, emotional or otherwise. This is a fear-based idea and only serves to alienate you from others by taking away their right to participate. Receiving the One Ring Circus card may indicate the misuse of power. Give it up. Let go of the need to control how the wind blows, and let others play their part. You don't need to be invincible, have all the answers, or be a savior. Things will get done if you step out of your own way. Yet another meaning for this card suggests that someone else may be trying to control you. This needs to be addressed. Don't be afraid to set a boundary. This is a wonderful step into interdependence. Consider the example of two trees planted side by side, sharing the sunlight equally, neither overshadowing the other. Interesting. Card 4, Spirit of Place. Beautiful card. Aren't they beautiful? I just love these cards. Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than longing for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. Interesting. So seeking answers. Like I said, some people looking things up in books. Yeah, very interesting. This is reverse for those that need to hear it. Don't get entangled in details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of my inquiry? Even exquisitely seductive hidden agendas can't conceal this. Trust your intuition. The spirit of places whispering in your ear. You hold the power to tell the truth, first to yourself, then to the world. You can always distinguish between an essence that is true and one that is synthetic. Be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it really is and not what you want it to be. An apple can't become an orange, just as a dog can never be a bird. Are you trying to change someone or something to suit your agenda? Only when you see things as they truly are will you find the real treasure. Okay. And then we have the star card. The star card. Card of Aquarius. All right. So it feels like this is very much the One Ring Circus and Spirit of Place feels like earth and air energy mostly that we're dealing with here. So air and earth signs are kind of in the forefront here. The guiding light, universal guidance. With the aftermath of the tower, one will feel a little torn apart. The star is the calm after the storm. It offers peace, hope, and rest. One's life is cycling all the time. Your mind, body, and emotions are always fluctuating and stretching, taking you to dark corners and then to the doorway of light. The star key is the guiding light that one seeks out during dark times. You are now looking for a deeper meaning in life. You are searching for your truth. See, it's like looking something up. You are looking for peace of mind. The star's number is 17, the number of dreaming, promise, perception, and imagination. It brings spiritual evolution by finding your true self, the treasure within your heart. The star offers you guidance, wholeness, inspiration, and focus on your path toward understanding your destiny in the universal plan. It reminds you that the universe provides you with a continuous light that shines on your individual path as you travel through life's experiences. When you feel lost, experience a lack of hope, or find yourself avoiding situations, the star shines brightly on your true inner self. It guides you to trust your inner voice, intuition, to open up and receive the light. By receiving the universal light, you connect to a deeper understanding, which leads to healing, self-esteem, self-love, and self-trust, which then opens you up to receive cosmic inspiration from the divine. The star brings hope and healing. The stars are ancient. They glow with universal wisdom, lessons, and answers. When you let the light fill your being, it shines out blessings and healing to you and the world around you. You become a reflection of hope and inspiration. Thus, as within, so without. Interesting, because we just talked about how your external world reflects your internal world and vice versa. Meditate and quiet yourself. Listen to what your heart speaks true and not what it has been taught. When you do this, universal intelligence and divine light will flow through your mind, heart, and spirit. Understanding and awareness will direct you to a peaceful relationship with yourself and everyone and everything around you. You start feeling the magical sparkles of the stars inside of you. Healing begins. The remembrance of the star wisdom within will shine out into the world. The star shines with focus, sparkles with imagination, glistens with understanding, and penetrates the heart, mind, and spirit with love and light. The star heals us so that we can shine its light of inspiration, hope, and confidence onto our world. It allows us to be stars in how we think, feel, and love by understanding ourselves and others. The star brings gifts of peace, faith, healing, and a new, refreshed outlook for the future. Fate, fame, imagination, and good fortune can shine on your path with the star's energy. Wish upon a star. Let your destiny unfold and let the magic begin. We are all stars on this stage of life. The symbolism of the star image. The star goddess steps into the sacred spring of truth and healing. The spring will cleanse her of any fears that hold her back from her true self. She is nude. She has nothing to hide. She is a sacred vessel with light of the divine, shining within and without. She meditates on the spiral in the sacred spring and all the possibilities represented by the stars in the spring that are before her. As her foot descends into the water, her left hand rests on a rock ledge, representing her understanding of the material world. Her right hand feels the waters of life and spirit, expressing her understanding of the precious balance between the two that makes a magical experience. The silver waterfall on her left represents the unconscious intuitive. It separates into 5 streams, our 5 human senses that flow into the spring. The golden waterfall on her right represents the conscious one's choice to expand the self. Both waterfalls flow from the heavens into the sacred spring of collective consciousness, blending the two into a perfect balance and the development of the sixth sense, one's intuitiveness. The spirals in the spring represent the ever-flowing cycle in one's life. The spring is also the pool of honest self-reflection, a spring of contemplation and meditation. The ascending butterflies represent the chakras transforming and opening up to the divine light of God Creator. The 7 stars circling around the star goddess's head create a halo, also representing the 7 chakras, but now fully developed and open to receive the light of the divine star above. The large star mandala symbolizes the star of truth. One truth. The star has 8 points representing as above, so below. It represents the guiding light, the Star of Bethlehem, and the Star of David. It is the divine light that inspires one to do great things. The astrological aspect of this image is Aquarius, the water bearer, the visionary, the humanitarian. The key words for Aquarius are, I know. Of course they are, because Aquarius does know. They have access to the Akashic records from birth, pretty much. Anyway, at least most of them. Yeah, depends on circumstances, but yeah. Many of you do. You don't have to be an Aquarius to have that access. Many of you are angels quite literally walking the planet. Yep, the fallen ones. It takes a lot of years to gain the kind of knowledge that I have about who you are, what you are, and what we need to do in the future. We're going to cure and heal everybody on this planet, one energy wave at a time, whether that's light, sound, right? Frequencies. Anyway, I do hope you have a fantastic day and take the reading in and really absorb what was being said. It feels like you're on the hunt for something, and you'll find it for sure. Many of you are going to find it in the Marian method that's in the playlist on this channel, because you're one of the 144,000 that are going to be singing 528 hertz. Yes. Absolutely. Anyway, information in the description box below, and you can acquire your tuning fork. Words. Use the words. Your tuning fork. Or a private personal reading from me. Information's down there on how to do that. And to those of you that have, thank you. Absolutely thank you for blessing me with the ability to help you. And because for me, that is what makes me happy, is helping you heal and move forward. So anyway, infinite love and Terra, that's heart spelled backwards, because Da Vinci knew that we were living in an inversion and everything's backwards. Hint, hint. Anyway, just some more little tidbits of knowledge. Anyway, yeah, do have a super day. And there are links for Eldragonfly's Barcelona Zazzle account for getting some very fantastic little trinkets that would be great for gifts or for yourself even. Self-love, right? And yeah, the place where you can acquire the keys. The key to the future. Anyway, have a good one. Talk to you guys later.